Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Chronic Colouring Down Under. Firstly, I want to thank those who've subscribed so far, and I would like to welcome those who are watching for the first time. My name is Sarah, I'm from Victoria, Australia, and today I will be finally doing the scary tag, well, more like scaredy cat tag. So grab a drink, put your feet up and enjoy. Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm finally catching up with all my videos and finally doing the scary tag video. I was tagged by Te-Arnna and Jamie. Yeah, so let's get right into it. I have to warn you, this is R-rated, like R-rated for like run, because it's going to be that boring, because this is the scariest thing I will deal with. Yeah, I'm a big wusser. So I never used to be. You'll hear a couple of my answers, but yeah, not now. So today I'm colouring out of Chris Roniak's Morning Scribbles book. You can't buy these on Etsy or Amazon, but if you go to his website, which is called Bindlewood, he has his books there. So I'll try to remember to pop it in the links down below if you're interested. So let's get into it. We're going to start with this little narwhal down here. Okay, first question. What weapon would you choose if you were living in The Walking Dead? Well, start that right off. That title totally scares me already. I had to ask my boys what The Walking Dead was. So basically from what I got from them about zombies. So my weapon would be a penetration proof, like tank sort of thing that looks like a really cute little cottage. And on the sides it has zombie zapping bazookas. So I could still enjoy my colouring and know I'm safe and get rid of those damn zombies, because there is no way in hell I would be going, oh, this is bleeding out already. I would go outside of anything if there were zombies really around. I think I would wet my pants, and that's not hard these days after 3 kids. Next question. If you were paid to stay the night in a haunted house, would you, and how much would they have to give you? Look, if I was with someone that was really, really brave, that wouldn't tease me, so that would not be Darren, because he would just tease me all night and I would end up having a heart attack, and just because I'd scare myself to death. If I did it on my own, I would require compensation for the rest of my life, I think. And it'd be a lot. I'd have to have at least 20,000 Australian dollars a month to pay for all the therapy that I would need, and try and enjoy life a little bit, even though I'd be just a walking basket case all the time, because I just, like I said, big wuss bag. So if I could avoid it, I would. I don't think I would do it for money even, but if I had to do it, I'd have to be compensated quite generously. Third question. What superstition, urban legend do you believe? Not so, I don't know if I would say I believe them, but just, you know how you're sort of brought up in society, like if you walk under a ladder, you'll get 7 years bad luck, and break a mirror, 7 years bad luck. Sort of just all thought, yeah, especially when I was younger, that was the way, you know, I was a pretty gullible kid. And I had a dad that would stir me up and make me believe the silliest things. I can remember, like, as a kid, we'd walk along on our way to school and you'd be saying, step on a crack, break your mother's back. And so you would try not to step on any of the cracks in the footpath. And another one, I don't know if you'd call this a superstition, but it's something that I blamed myself for years and thought it was my fault. And it was a Good Friday. My parents separated when I was really young, and I lived with my dad, and he was taking me to a major town to drop me off like halfway, and my mum was picking me up from there. And anyway, this is like a very long time ago, where McDonald's wasn't everywhere, and it was, you know, only in major sort of cities in Australia. And I begged and begged and begged Dad for a McDonald's junior burger. And he, you know, it's Good Friday, you know, we're not supposed to eat meat. And I'm like, oh, I promise I'll be really good. And he finally caved in, and we had McDonald's, and we're sitting at the park waiting for Mum. And then about half an hour later, a policeman turns up, and he's walking towards us. I was starting to get really worried, thinking, oh no, I'm going to jail because I ate a hamburger on Good Friday. And he come up and he asked my dad his name and whatnot, and then he proceeded to tell us that my mum had been in a car accident about an hour or so away. Thankfully, she was okay. It was one where multiple cars were involved. Someone slammed the brakes on, and just, you know, the domino effect. And this was back before we had like dual lanes and things like that here. So Mum got rear-ended and ran up someone else behind of somebody else. And I just started crying. I was howling, and Dad's like, what is wrong with you? Oh, it's my fault. God's punishing me because I had a hamburger for lunch on Good Friday. And so for years, I was absolutely sure it was my fault that my mum had a car accident because I ate meat on Good Friday. So yeah, that's one thing our family follow. We definitely don't eat meat on Good Fridays. I think that's the only time I've ever eaten meat on a Good Friday, and yeah, won't do it again. So yeah, the imaginations of kids. Number 4, which horror movie did you never get over? I haven't watched a lot of horror movies, as I'm not a fan, but when I was really young and we'd go to like my cousin's house on a Friday night, and like all us kids would be in the lounge room and watching, this is back when it was videos, not DVDs or anything, and my cousins would pull out, and a couple of my cousins were a lot older, and they would put on things that were just totally inappropriate for kids my age. And I can remember we watched quite a few Dracula movies. I can remember one being a comedy, and it had George Hamilton in it, I believe, and that was actually quite funny. I didn't mind that. But I think I might just colour that part yet orange too. There was the two that have stuck in my mind and just I'll never get over are Cujo, the one with the big dog that got rabies out at a farm house. and the other one is Te-Arnna. Oh, I was a water baby growing up. I used to swim in channels, I used to swim in dams, I used to swim in rivers, lakes, anywhere that was wet, I was in there. And it took me a long time to feel confident getting back in the water again, even though it had been drummed into me that we don't have piranhas in Australia. But nah, I knew best, and I just I wasn't setting my foot in there for any little fish to bite it off. So, yep, those two movies just, yep, no cool, no good. Number 5, what is your scary and or favourite Halloween book? I would have to say my favourite one is Halloween Miniatures, because it's just so dang cute. Yeah, I mean, we don't really celebrate Halloween here in Australia, so the retail sector would love us too, and but I just, yeah, we just haven't really gotten into it. So I would say I've only really bought, I think I've got about 3, including Halloween Miniatures, maybe 4 Halloween colouring books. There's been quite a few I've wanted to get, but I've got plenty to be able to join in with any challenges or colour alongs and things like that. So, sorry I'm blocking the light, but we're listening to my answers, aren't we? Yeah, that's right, Sarah. So, yeah, I'm sort of not trying to buy every single cute one that comes out. So, yeah, I'd have to say Camellia Angelkova, her little miniatures book. Number 5, what is your favourite scary and, oh no, I just did that, silly. Number 6, what is the scariest book you've ever read? The scariest thing I've probably ever read would be like a Scooby-Doo comic or something. That's about as scary as I get. Yeah, I haven't even read Harry Potter. I've watched Harry Potter. I like Harry Potter. But, yeah, that's my limits. So, let me just check. Oh, I've written down also Virginia Andrews, like Flowers in the Attic. But I don't know if you would really call that scary. It's sort of more cruel than anything. But, yeah, just not a scary person at all. So that would be my scariest. If you could be a scary monster, what one would you be? Where have I got it? Oh, yep, I have written I'd either be Casper the Friendly Ghost or I can't remember her name. She was in the Hotel Transylvania. The blobby mama. That would be me. Who would be quite happy to just blob around, and yeah, so I like that. That's one of my, I wouldn't say favourite, but it's definitely up there. Movies, kids movies, Hotel Transylvania. So yeah, that's about as spooky and scary I would be. Where is the scariest place you have ever been? That would be the Scooby-Doo ride in Queensland. I used to love rides when I was younger, and I still do, but my body just, last year I tried to go on a really big water slide, and I've just got to learn that my brain is as old as my body, and I just can't do things that I used to be able to do. But yeah, I honestly thought I was going to die on that Scooby-Doo ride. There's certain rides, because of Darren's epilepsy, he can't go on. So I went on my own, and the guy I was sitting next to, his wife, they were on their honeymoon, and she couldn't go on for some medical reason as well. And I was crying to him and saying, when you get back out there, tell Darren and Te-Arnna, my daughter, that I love them. And because honestly, I seriously thought I was going to die. I thought, oh, there's no coming back from this. How can I survive this? Or the other scary place, which unfortunately I go to every day, is my boys' bedrooms. If you want a fright, come and visit me and my boys' bedrooms. It gives me anxiety, and I'm just so over it. I don't have the energy to go in there and clean it, and it's got to the point where I refuse to now. They're both bloody old enough to do it themselves, and I'm trying to teach them to have some pride. Pride gets in the way of talking to your friends on your phone or texting or whatever and playing games. So, yeah, what Mum says is not that important. But, yeah, you want a fright? Come and visit me. I have made them air their room. They had to clean their rooms Thursday after they got home from tennis. Yeah, they weren't real happy about that. But bad luck, boys. You've got to learn to pick up after yourself, because I'm not doing it anymore. Are you scared of the dark? And if so, what scares you the most about it? I'm not so much scared of the actual dark, but I'm more scared of what I can't see, I suppose, would be a really good way of putting it. I hate, like, it just stunts me sort of thing. Like, Darren turned the light off in the dining room last night on our way to bed, and he thought I was already in bed, and I wasn't, and I knew Scarlett, our dog, was out there, and so I just felt stuck. I felt like I couldn't move because she's jet black. You can't see her at night time, and I'm thinking I'm going to stand on her. So, yeah, it's more of what I can't see, especially when, like, you go camping, you can't see if there's something there that you don't like, which is probably not a bad thing. But, yeah, my imagination can get the better of me, unfortunately. So, yeah, my imagination is my problem. Do you go to the toilet with the lights on or off after a scary movie? And if you have a closet, would you need to have the door fully closed to sleep? We'll go closet first. Yes, I need the closet door shut to go to sleep. One, because I am a neat freak. We have a walk-in robe in our bedroom, but and it's all nice and organised and that. But I just like it shut just so it looks neat. But also my cats, especially Jimmy, think it's a new playground. So if we left that open, they would just go nuts in there at night time. So yeah, no, that room's not staying. That door's not staying open. Okay. Do you prefer to watch scary movies with others or alone? No one. No. I think, like, the scariest thing I have ever watched maybe would be what would it be? Oh, sorry, I forgot about the light to go to the toilet. Yes, I definitely need the light on to go to the toilet. I'm clumsy with the light on. I'm clumsy during daylight. I trip over nothing. And, you know, my dad used to say that I think I'm a cat, that if my head could get through, my whole body would get through. I walk into door jams. So, yeah, I'm a little bit clumsy, and you would think of doing, like, 18 years of classical dance, jazz, tap, that I'd be, yeah, I wouldn't be a clumsy person. No, still very clumsy. And if I didn't turn the light on to go to the toilet at night, I wouldn't land on the toilet to sit down. I'd fall off it. I'd land, and we've got a spare kitty litter in there for night time. I'd fall in the kitty litter, and that just, the thought of that freaks me out. So, yeah, no. No, need a light on, sorry. Next question is, oh yeah, if I had to watch, I'll go back to watch scary movies. Like I said, the scariest thing I would watch would be Harry Potter. And I'm not a huge movie watcher. I get bored really, really easily. So it's got to be something really good to keep me going. That's one thing I love about streaming and DVDs and all that, is because you can pause it. Whereas you go to the movies and you have to sit the whole way through. And I'm not a very good person to do that with. So I don't go to the movies with Darren and the boys very often because I can't sit still that long. And also I can't sit upright that long. It just is too much on part of my body that I have trouble with. So now, number 12. Do you want to be a vampire, zombie or werewolf, and why? I want to say a vampire because I am such a night owl, and yeah, I would love it. I swear my personal temperature gauge goes up a few degrees every single year, and I know already, like, it's not even a hot day here, but I'm going to struggle with the heat. So if I can get out at night time and play all night when it's nice and balmy, I'd be happy. Sleep all day, and then I'd have people around me at daytime, so I'd be happy to go to sleep. Whereas at night time, I hate going to sleep when there's no noise. It's my brain just too active. So yeah, I'd have to say zombie. I'd have to say vampire. But the only thing I would need to be a vampire would be my blood would have to be like served up in some sort of like buffet, I suppose you'd say a drink station, and I'd have to have all different flavours. For example, you know, like watermelon, or watermelon's my favourite juice. So, like, you know how in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and they made that bubble gum that tasted like, I think, was it roast lamb? Like that, she had the 3 courses. Yeah, I'd want something like that because I don't want to lose the taste of food because I like food. So, yeah, oops, I wish I didn't do that now. I should have kept that white. Dang it. Oh, well, we'll do both of them. So I can't talk and colour at the same time. I'm not very good at concentrating that way. Oh, wells. It's just a colouring book, isn't it? 13. Would you participate in a zombie run? If so, would it be a zombie or a runner? Well, we don't have that in Australia. Again, we don't have really celebrate Halloween. So if we did, I'd have to be a zombie because this little chubba with Duck's disease can't run anymore. So I'd just be lurking around and, yep, zombieing out. So yeah, there's no way I'd be a runner. I'd like to, but yeah, no, not gonna happen. That fitness level went years ago. 14. Do you prefer gory, creepy, or cute and spooky? This is as spooky as you're going to get on this channel from me. Yeah, I'm not into all gory blood and stuff. But mind you, I do want to try and do the tutorial on Te-Arnna's channel where she draws blood. So I might step out of my comfort zone a little bit, but yeah, we'll just wait and see. But yeah, I hate knives. If I watch a movie and someone gets stabbed, I can't watch. I can't handle knives. I can handle someone getting shot. I can handle watching those medical shows where they do operations and that. But if someone gets stabbed, I don't know what it is about someone getting stabbed. I just can't cope. So, yeah, not good. Why did I get off on that tangent? I don't know. What question are we up to now? What scares you the most about being home alone? It'd probably have to go similar to the dark one, and it'd be the noises. I don't mind being home on my own during the day. I don't mind being home on my own at night time either, but I do have a tendency to hear noises that probably I wouldn't hear normally, or that don't even exist. So yeah, it's probably the noises, maybe, yeah, and my own imagination that's, you know, thinking I'm hearing certain noises. So yeah, I'm going to have to get used to it again, because lockdowns lifted and socializations improved what we can and can't do. So the boys and Darren will be out a bit more with their mates and whatnot. Not that Darren goes out every weekend or anything, but if he gets a chance to go fishing or you know, motorbike riding or anything like that with his mates, I'm like, go for it, because, you know, he's got to have a life too. His health isn't 100%. He's my full-time carer. So yeah, I like him to get out and not have any responsibilities except for himself when he can. So yeah, just noises. Would you rather walk through a cornfield or a forest in the dark? Cornfield, first thing I think of is a zillion billion snakes. But we don't have a lot of corn around this area. We are more grains where we live. I'd probably say forest, because when I was a kid, and I still do it now, but I do take a torch because I'm clumsy. But when we used to go camping as kids and that, you'd sort of have the light from the moon shining, and we used to run around in the bush half the time with no shoes on, without a care in the world. So yeah, if I had to do it, it'd probably be forest. But I'd like to have a torch or my phone for light this time now, because yeah, I would do some damage to myself, knowing me. 17, if you could make a magic potion, what would it do and what ingredients would take to make it? Okay, I would make, and I did write this one down, I would make a listening potion. Not a hearing potion, a listening potion. My boys, including Darren, are terrible at listening. And you try to explain to them the difference between listening and hearing, and they're like, huh? So, yep, I would make it so I don't have to nag anymore. I hate nagging. So, yep, so I decided the ingredients that would go into my listening potion would be earwax of a scholar, mute button off a remote, cement. Don't ask me why I put cement in there. I did this ages ago. And finished off with some juice of a watermelon because that's my favourite juice. Or another one I would love is a teleportation lotion. Like, how cool would it be to be able to drink something and then say where you want to go to and bang, you're there. Like, I love travelling and holidays and that, but I hate the actual travel because the strain it puts on my body. So it'd be so cool to say, you know, where my daughter lives and then bang, drink this and I'm there. So, because she's about 3.5, 4 hours away. So, yeah, so in that one I would have oil of a car, sweat of the fastest man in the world, a feather of a phoenix, and again some juice of a watermelon to make it taste nice, because I can't handle yucky taste. Anything that's yuck comes straight back up for me. So yeah, I've done a really bad job on this one. I've got big lines because I stopped. Oh well. I'll try and smooth them out a bit. Next one. What was your favourite Halloween costume of all time? Well, I've never dressed up for Halloween, so I'm going to just say a costume that I have dressed up in for different functions or parties, and that would be Velma from Scooby-Doo. I swear, because of her height, I pulled it off pretty well. I had the wig and everything, and yeah, I was pretty proud of that one. I doubt it. I have a photo, and I'm pretty glad I don't, because it was a pretty big night, that one. So any photos I do have is not proof that I did it. So yeah, no, that was, I'm trying to think what that night was for. I think it was just a function at the football club one night, and me and Darren and a few of our friends went as Scooby and the gang. So yeah, it was pretty cool. Darren went as Scooby because Darren's not very tall either, so he couldn't be Shaggy, that's for sure. So yeah, so 19. Would you rather have as a friend Michael Myers, Pennywise, Alien, Predator, or Freddy Krueger? I had to again ask the boys about these, and I was just like, no, I don't really want friends like that. But if I had to be friends with one, I actually chose Pennywise, and then I bloody wash his face. You don't walk around with clown makeup on all the time. It's not good for your skin. So, yeah, he can come and hang out with me, but he has to wash his face. You know, come to the... You're not allowed to wear a hat at the table, so why should you be able to wear a face full of bloody makeup like that to the table? Still got to be able to see your face. So, yeah, Penny, you can come and hang out. I know nothing about this character. I don't even know what movie this character... Is this character even in a movie? I don't know. So, yeah. So, that's my answers. Nothing too exciting, I'm sorry. I am a big scaredy cat, but I would like to tag the following. I would like to tag Ali from Coffee and Colouring. I'd also like to tag Tammy from Tammy's Colouring Zone, and Liz from Liz at Home. Now, ladies, remember there is no pressure whatsoever to do this tag. I've left it running a bit late, but it doesn't matter. There's no timelines on tags really, is there? So if you choose to do it, go ahead and do it and have fun. If not, that's all good. But I hope you enjoyed this, guys. I know it wasn't as exciting as some other people's answers because, yes, I'm a big scaredy wuss. So thank you for watching and supporting me on my journey with this channel. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, comment below, give me a thumbs up. Stay safe and happy colours. Bye for now.